Benaiah stands as an imposing figure in the Bible, not just for his physical strength, but for the qualities that truly made him exceptional: his unwavering courage, his steadfast loyalty, and his faith in God. His life, a tapestry of remarkable feats, speaks to the virtues that people have admired for centuries. Rising from the sacred pages of the Old Testament, Benaiah is a symbol of heroism, known as one of the greatest warriors in biblical history. His story resonates with acts of bravery, slaying wild creatures, defeating giants, and even vanquishing adversaries connected to royalty itself. But before we delve into the fascinating details of Benaiah's journey, I invite you to subscribe and leave a like to help us continue bringing these powerful stories to life. Benaiah's lineage and legacy. Benaiah's name appears in the Bible, primarily in the Old Testament, where he is portrayed as an extraordinary warrior. While there are several individuals named Benaiah mentioned in the scriptures, today we focus on the one who served as the commander of King David's army. This Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, hailed from the tribe of Levi and was part of the Kohathite family. His lineage was significant. The Levites were given sacred responsibilities in ancient Israel, from caring for the tabernacle to later serving in the Temple of Jerusalem. Being born into this priestly lineage meant Benaiah was raised with a deep sense of duty, not just to his fellow man, but to God. The name Benaiah holds profound meaning in Hebrew, a language where names were often imbued with deep spiritual significance. Ben means son of, and Yah is a shortened form of Yahweh, the name of God. Thus, Benaiah can be interpreted as son of God, or one to whom God is merciful. His very name symbolized his connection to the divine, and it reflected the spiritual weight carried by many biblical names. It wasn't just a title, it was an expression of faith, a reminder that one's life is intricately connected to God's purpose. The making of a legendary warrior. Though Benaiah's lineage was religious, he became known not for his priestly duties, but for his incredible bravery on the battlefield. His defining trait, as emphasized throughout the Bible, was his unflinching courage. His journey to becoming one of David's most trusted warriors is dotted with numerous instances of valor, many of which seem almost mythical in nature. In the Book of Chronicles, Benaiah is depicted as a man who performed great acts in battle, a man whose fearlessness became legendary. One of his most astonishing feats was when he killed a lion in a pit on a snowy day. This image alone evokes a mixture of admiration and awe. Imagine it: the cold, biting air, the heavy snowfall creating a treacherous environment, and Benaiah standing face to face with one of nature's most fearsome creatures. The lion, symbolizing untamed power and danger, represents the challenges that life throws at us, the obstacles that seem insurmountable. Yet, Benaiah faced this beast with nothing but his own courage, slaying the lion in an act that would forever mark him as a warrior of extraordinary strength. But his acts of bravery didn't stop there. The Book of Samuel offers more insight into his incredible achievements. Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, was a valiant man of Kabzeel, a doer of great deeds. He struck down 2 mighty warriors of Moab. He also went down and struck a lion in a pit on a snowy day, and he struck down an Egyptian, a man of great stature. The Egyptian, described as a handsome man, carried a spear, a symbol of his prowess in battle. But Benaiah, armed only with a staff, demonstrated remarkable skill and quick thinking. He disarmed the Egyptian and killed him with his own spear, further solidifying his reputation as a warrior not to be trifled with. Loyalty and honor in the court of David. Benaiah's life wasn't solely about battle, it was also a testament to his loyalty. His devotion to King David and later to Solomon was unwavering, and it was this steadfastness that would define his legacy just as much as his feats of strength. While the Bible doesn't specify the exact moment when Benaiah was appointed to a prominent position in David's court, we can imagine that it wasn't a single battle or victory that earned him this trust. It was likely years of proven loyalty, courage, and leadership that convinced David to give him such a crucial role. David was a king known for recognizing and rewarding valor. His own life was shaped by battles, both physical and spiritual, and he understood the importance of surrounding himself with men who embodied courage and integrity. Benaiah, with his mix of military prowess and priestly heritage, brought balance to David's court. He was not only a protector, but also a man who understood the weight of divine responsibility. His lineage as a Levite likely played a role in his rise to power, as it symbolized a blend of religious authority and military strength, a combination that was highly valued in David's kingdom. Benaiah's loyalty was put to the ultimate test during the rebellion of David's son, Absalom. This was one of the most challenging moments in David's life, a time when the kingdom teetered on the edge of civil war. Absalom sought to overthrow his own father and claim the throne of Israel. In the face of this betrayal, many of David's followers wavered, but not Benaiah. His loyalty never faltered. When David fled Jerusalem, Benaiah remained by his side, following him into exile, a true testament to his unbreakable commitment. During the battle between David's forces and those loyal to Absalom, Benaiah once again proved his steadfastness. When Absalom was finally captured, David had to make a difficult decision regarding his rebellious son. It was Benaiah's duty to carry out David's judgment, and though the task was heavy, his loyalty to his king and to the kingdom came first. This act of unwavering support during such a tumultuous time underscored Benaiah's dedication, even when it meant standing in the face of betrayal from within the royal family. A new chapter, serving Solomon. When David's reign neared its end, the question of succession arose, and once again Benaiah's loyalty was called upon. David had already chosen Solomon to succeed him as king, but one of his other sons, Adonijah, sought to claim the throne for himself. Adonijah's self-proclamation as king caused political unrest, threatening the stability of the kingdom. But once again, Benaiah stood by David's side, refusing to support Adonijah's rebellion. In a politically charged atmosphere where others wavered, Benaiah's loyalty to David and the divine plan for Solomon's succession remained unshaken. As Adonijah gathered followers and held a feast to declare himself king, Benaiah did not falter. He continued to support David's decision, ensuring that Solomon would ascend to the throne as intended. When the time came for decisive action, Solomon, now king, relied on Benaiah to carry out justice against those who had conspired against him. Adonijah's rebellion had tested the loyalty of many in David's court, including Joab, the commander of the Israelite army. Joab, who had been a key figure in David's military campaigns, made a fatal mistake by siding with Adonijah. When Adonijah's plot to usurp the throne failed, Joab's betrayal was laid bare. Seeking refuge in the tabernacle, Joab clung to the altar, hoping for mercy. But Solomon, determined to secure his reign and eliminate any threats, ordered Benaiah to execute Joab. It was a difficult task, one that symbolized the changing tides of power. Benaiah's execution of Joab was not just an act of justice, but a reaffirmation of the new order under Solomon. By carrying out this command, Benaiah once again demonstrated his unwavering loyalty, even when it meant executing a former ally. His commitment to the stability of the kingdom and his obedience to the king never wavered, no matter the personal cost. If this story of bravery and faith has inspired you, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And be sure to check out our other content for more incredible stories from the Bible. Stay blessed, and remember, with God, all things are possible.